Hello, Renaissance family and friends. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the virtual graduation ceremony of Renaissance High School. It is my honor to introduce first Dr. Brian Bass, our principal. He will be coming now to give you some opening remarks.
Parents, family, friends, and students of the Renaissance High School class of 2020. We wanted to ensure this year's senior class had the experience of walking across the stage in their cap and gowns to receive their diplomas and then be able to share this experience with family and friends. We also wanted to honor the custom of allowing our valedictorians and salutatorian to share their commencement messages to their peers, as well as continue the Renaissance tradition of a student musical tribute. Finally, this virtual ceremony will allow each of our seniors the opportunity to share an individual message to their family, friends, and the school. What you are not going to hear in this virtual graduation is a long, contemplative commencement speech from me, since many of you would just fast forward through it anyway. Instead, I just want to thank the people who helped get us here today. Thank you to the Renaissance teachers and staff who go above and beyond and pour themselves into students every day with a whatever it takes attitude that demonstrates the care and belief in the individual value and potential of each of our students. Thank you to our parents who supported this work. We recognize the sacrifices you made to ensure your children, and sometimes other people's children, could get back and forth to Renaissance from the four corners of Williamson County. Graduation is a celebration of your 13 years of devotion and support that started the day your babies walked into kindergarten and culminates today as these young men and women walk across this stage. Finally, thank you to the 42 individuals that make up the class of 2020. I am so glad you had the courage to take the road less traveled and apply to the small, out-of-zone high school for quirky, creative, and independent thinkers. You are talented, accepting, authentic, and kind. And these collective strengths shaped our school into what it is today. Thank you for the flexibility, maturity, and understanding you've demonstrated during these past few months that disrupted the last semester of your senior year. We recognize this virtual graduation is not the closure you were hoping for, but it is our hope this ceremony honors you with the respect and appreciation that you deserve, even if it is done with gloves and masks. We wish you all the best as you begin to write the next chapter of your story. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to welcome our co-salutatorian, Miss Emily LACEY.
Aside from the small class sizes and unique learning experience that Renaissance gives its students, what attracted me to this school 4 years ago was the fresh start that it allowed us all to have. This school gave my peers and me a blank slate which we were encouraged to use to become the very best versions of ourselves that we could. We were encouraged to be unabashedly ourselves, make mistakes, and learn from them with deep understanding. As I reflect on my years at Renaissance, a phrase comes to mind that encompasses my experience here. We watched a motivational video in our advisory classes a couple of times that repeated the mantra, "Finished, not perfect." These 3 words resonated with me the first time I heard them, but it wasn't until recently that I fully understood the gravity of that phrase. The message behind the video is that it's more important to make something and complete it than it is for it to be perfect, because if you're striving for perfection, it'll never be done. At Renaissance, we're given the space and support to try new things and make mistakes. I'm so honored to be walking with this group of entirely unique individuals. We've grown together as a family through the years that we spent together, and we've made mistakes and grown from them. Now we have the opportunity to go on, continue making mistakes, and grow from them. Don't be afraid to fail in the name of doing something bold. And now that we are continuing on to the next chapter of our lives, consider it a fresh start and a clean slate, and remember that we finished this chapter. It wasn't perfect, but we did it.
We now welcome to the stage our co-salutatorian, Zach Sarabi.
Dr. Bass, Dr. Gupton, faculty, parents, and last but not least, class of 2020. Thank you for this opportunity to speak at such an important event. For many of us, the idea of a typical public high school is terrifying, and up until 9th grade, I was homeschooled, which amplified this feeling. I remember arriving for my interview and being tasked with writing a paragraph, and as embarrassing as this may sound, I didn't know how to structure a paragraph. You can ask Dr. Green about my horrendous grammar in freshman year. After constructing an abomination of a paragraph, I had a group interview with Miss Shrewsbury, who most of you know, Dr. Bass, and fellow students. One vivid memory of this interview was that I stated how I often fell into the background, and shortly afterward, I was nearly skipped during a question. Many of you know, however, that this school has helped me become anything but a background character. Renaissance High promotes itself as an innovative school, but what is innovation? For the individual, it's about undergoing growth, something that all of us have experienced throughout these years. Although I could mention Innovation Lab, Coffee House, or the academies, our class is a much more defining story. We are the last class to have any exposure to what middle college was. We established many of the clubs students see today. We helped students access more rigorous courses. We abolished lunch bunch. We redefined the academies and graduation recognition. We innovated Renaissance. No individual could do this alone, but together we did it. That collaboration is something we all learned by being Renaissance students. Socrates once said, "The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but building on the new." As we all prepare to leave our cocoon, we must come to terms with our past and focus on our future. We are all going to be different people than who we are today, but we'll all maintain the innovative Renaissance mindset. Our abnormal closing of this chapter in our life makes these goodbyes even harder to say. Months of interactions we thought we had left abruptly ripped away, whether it's saying goodbye to faculty who defined who we are, or saying goodbye to these final days of our childhood. Everyone is left uneasy by our inability to say goodbye the way we wanted. Even students prepared for graduation will still feel some pain. Try to look fondly on these years and what you've learned from them instead of repressing them. Celebrate endings, for they precede new beginnings. Thank you all for your time.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce our co-valedictorian, Miss Brynn Marie Jones.
Thank you. I had a very difficult time figuring out what to write for this speech. A lot happened these last 4 years, and I really wanted to make sure that I did it right. After all, this place has not only done a lot for me, but for everyone here in this audience. No pressure, right? Looking back at the last 4 years that I was here, and the last 6 years that Renaissance have been around, and even the last 17 and 18 years that have contributed to all of us going here, I have to ask myself, what is Renaissance? Is Renaissance the building? As Dr. Bass has aptly put it during every fire drill, no. Is it the focus on arts, academics, group projects, or any of the 4 C's? Again, I would say no. I don't think that Renaissance is even the teachers and students, although I could never thank the teachers enough for everything they've done for us or the students for going through this with me. I think when it comes down to it, Renaissance is exactly what the name suggests, rebirth and growth. Renaissance, at its core, is the ideology of change and creation that I think just about everyone here subscribes to. It's okay to be different here and weird. People accept it. You can start out one person and end up another and be like 3 different people in between, and that's okay. I was blonde, had braces, and was super emo in 8th grade. And the day before I started Renaissance, I dyed my hair red. 3 days in, I got my braces off, and I was beyond nervous and excited for what was to come. Sophomore year, I was a token feminist, and junior, an artsy but loud songwriter. And I hope that now, graduating my senior year, I'm a weird but hopefully wiser amalgamation of all of those things. There's a little bit of everyone here, and a little bit of ourselves that we've all left behind, and I think that's one of the things I'll miss most about this place. As I applied to colleges, I was reminded of when I applied to Renaissance. Those 9 75-word essays we wrote, the interviews and the tours prepared me more for this phase in my life than I was expecting it to. As I look back at the essays, I was reminded of who I used to be, but also who I still am 4 years from when I wrote them. I talked of writing short stories and dyed hair and emotional cleaning and my inability to do Algebra 1. I also talked about individuality being like a blue butterfly in a field of moths, and how school felt like black and white text in a book and trying to live in the gray annotations, and how I hoped at Renaissance I could throw that book all together.
I talked about conformity and authenticity in every word except for them because it was at Renaissance that I really got to find out what they meant for me. I actually think I may have been more excited when I got into Renaissance than Vanderbilt. It made me realize how many things have changed and how many things have stayed the same and how eternally grateful I am for this place. The class of 2020 has gone through a lot together. Would we all say that there's been times when we've known more about each other than we wanted to? Probably. We started this a bunch of kids just shoved together from all over the county and homeschools, and we ended up being who we are today, which I think is really special and I don't think could have happened anywhere else. And although I know that the class of 2020 all over the world has a shared experience at the end of our senior year, I also know that if anyone can get through it, it's us. Although today is a happy day, it's also a very bittersweet one. I know personally that as excited as I am to start the next phase of my life, there's a pin in my chest knowing that this phase of my life with all of you is now over. If I can say one parting piece of advice to my classmates, it would be to take your growth, take your confidence, your creativity, your weirdness, and your authenticity that you cultivated at Renaissance and keep building. If everyone had the kind of foundation that we got here, the world would be a much better place. So Renaissance, thanks for helping us grow. Now, because it's Renaissance and this speech is about growth, I have both a quote and a lyric to share with you. From the amazing Maya Angelou, "If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can actually be." And on another note, in the immortal words of Alice Cooper, school's out.
We would now like to welcome to the stage our co-valedictorian, Meryl Smetana.
Hello, class of 2020. It is an honor to be given the opportunity to give this speech, so the first thing I would like to do is just to thank you and everyone else in attendance for your time. The second thing I would like to do is say congratulations. We did it. We graduated. While we celebrate, I wanted to take some time to reflect. I struggled a lot during my freshman year. I had always been a bit of an overachiever when it came to school, but my struggles with mental health made it impossible to live up to the high standards I set for myself. I ended up missing a lot of school and getting really behind in my classes. I remember sitting on my parents' bed, looking at my grades, and just crying. I said to my mom, "Now I'm never going to be valedictorian." Looking back on it, it's kind of wild to think that that's what I was worried about. I mean, I was a freshman with 72 missing assignments in Skyward, and I was sad because I was sure I wasn't going to be the valedictorian of my graduating class. I eventually made it back to school and managed to finish my freshman year. This was in no small part thanks to our amazing counselors and the teachers who were willing to work with me to find a way to still succeed in their courses after missing so much instruction time. I truly would not be up here without their help. Their words of encouragement helped me to believe that I could do what I needed to do to finish the year and understand that the world would not end if I got a B. Back then, even after my freshman year, I was afraid that my goals and aspirations for my future could not be achieved because of my depression and anxiety. Standing up here today, for me, means proving that fear wrong. Yes, I still have an anxiety disorder and chronic clinical depression that will probably be with me for the rest of my life. But I know that with proper treatment and other people to lean on, they won't hold me back from achieving my goals. As we move away from high school and begin the rest of our lives, we will all face setbacks and struggles. We will also probably all face self-doubt and a fear of not being able to achieve our goals and dreams. After going through high school with all of you, I know without a doubt that each and every person in the class of 2020 is capable of doing amazing things. So here's to growing up, to following our dreams, and proving our fears wrong. And if I may, I'd like to close out with a little bit of Taylor Swift for Dr. Green. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live the look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day, we will be remembered. Thank you.
I'm nervous, I'm breathless, I can't escape this sinking feeling. I'm not ready to be alone. I'm hiding, I'm stalling, I don't know where my life is going. I'm not ready to be alone. It's not a clean break, it shatters at your feet. It's not a clean break, clean breaks are easy to leave. Just take a deep breath, we'll figure this out. It's not a clean break. I lived here, I've loved here, I left and lost and found myself here. It's not easy to leave home. It doesn't feel right to leave this, to leave behind all of the faces, the people I learned to love. It's not a clean break, it shatters at your feet. It's not a clean break, clean breaks are easy to leave. Just take a deep breath, we'll figure this out. It's not a clean break. Oh, parting is such a sweet sorrow. I wish I could say I'll see you tomorrow, but a piece of me will always be right here, and my heart will always have you near. But it's not a clean break, it shatters at your feet. It's not a clean break, clean breaks are easy to leave. Just take a deep breath, we'll figure it out. It's not a clean break, it's not a clean break, it's not a clean break.
We now welcome to the stage our assistant principal, Dr. Christine Gupton, with the story of The Rock.
The story of the Rock. We have a tradition at this school that predates even beginning of Renaissance High. We give each senior a rock at graduation to remind them of their connection to our community.
Nolan Robert Arthur, cum laude. Nolan is receiving the Tennessee State recognition for volunteerism. His CTE concentrator is audio. Sierra Mackenzie Ball. Sierra is a member of the Thespian Society, and her CTE concentrator is digital art. Teagen Root Behan. Teagen is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. He is a Thespian Society member. His CTE concentrator is audio, where he served as an audio intern. Hannah Grace Blount. Hannah plans on attending UTC in the fall. Caleb Jackson Clark. Caleb is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. Isaac Calhoun Quarter, cum laude. Isaac is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. He is the president of the Art Club, an animation club, and has been the yearbook and school newsletter editor for 2 years. He is a Skills USA representative. His CTE concentrator is Art, where he served as the digital art intern. Hope Frances Dyson. Hope is a regional track and field champion, and she is the only student to ever represent Renaissance in the state track and field competition. Mark Robert Elston. Mark has a CTE concentrator in digital art. Samuel David Emery. Sam has a CTE concentrator in audio. Christine Elise Fox. Christine is an academic all-star winner for Williamson County Schools with a CTE concentrator in coding. Lucas Geiger, magna cum laude. Lucas is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, a member of the Thespian Society, and he is the Student Council and Renaissance Under the Stars committee member. His CTE concentrator is audio. RHIANNA Marie GIBBS. Ari is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, and she is a Skills USA representative. Her CTE concentrator is in digital art. MILO ELLIOTTGIEG. Milo's CTE concentrator is in coding. James Gilbert. James is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and is graduating with a CTE concentrator in digital art. Ryan Lee Hansen, magna cum laude. Ryan is a member of the Beta Club and had perfect attendance. He is graduating today with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction. His CTE concentrator is coding. Katina Leilani Ingram. Katina's CTE concentrator is in audio, where she served as an audio intern. Claudia Grace Jenkins, magna cum laude. Claudia is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction. She is a member of the Beta Club. Her CTE concentrator is digital art. Brynn Marie Jones, magna cum laude. Brynn is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and with the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction and the Tennessee State Recognition for Volunteerism. Her CTE concentrator is audio. Brynn is the vice president of the Beta Club, and she's active in the Williamson County Student United Way Club, Diversity Club, and Gardening Club. Emily LACEY, magna cum laude. Emily is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction. Her CTE concentrator is audio. Emily is a High Point University junior scholar. Harley Isabel Madison. Harley is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. Her CTE concentrator is in digital art. Liam PADRAIC McCreary. Liam is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. His CTE concentrator is in audio. Catherine Alexandra Marcos. Catherine is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. She is a member of the Beta Club. Her CTE concentrator is digital art. Stuart McDougall Nelson. Stuart is the 3D Modeling Club president and has been active in coding and web design. Anna Catherine Perry. Anna is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors. Casey Lynn Phillips, magna cum laude. Casey is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and the Tennessee State Recognition for Volunteerism. She is secretary of the Beta Club. Her CTE concentrator is audio. Thino Sunaksai Rajavan. Thino's CTE concentrator is audio. Samantha Dean Reid. Samantha's CTE concentrator is audio. Nicholas Heath Schmidt. Nick is the president of our Thespian Society, and his CTE concentrator is in audio. Elizabeth Ryan Sims, magna cum laude. Ryan is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, and her CTE concentrator is digital art. Meryl Barbara Smetana, magna cum laude. Meryl is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors and the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction. Meryl is the secretary for a Thespian Society, and she is an honor thespian. Zachariah Duncan Zarabi Sadeh, magna cum laude. Zach is graduating with the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, the Tennessee Diploma with Distinction. Zach is the president of the Beta Club. His CTE concentrator is coding. Laurel Elizabeth Spencer Smith. Laurel is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, a member of the Thespian Society and the Garden Club. SKYLER Indigo Bray Strand. SKYLER is receiving the Tennessee Diploma with Honors, and his CTE concentrator is in digital arts. Macy Leanne Tomlin, cum laude. Macy's a member of the Beta Club. Her CTE concentrator is digital art. Viviana Ambar Torres. Viviana is a member of the Diversity Club and is a school newsletter columnist. Fiona Margaret Wascom. Fiona's CTE concentrator is audio. Heather Louise WENTZEL-POTTS. Heather was a member of the Williamson County Schools Student United Way.
Parents, family, friends, and staff, I now present to you the graduates of the 2020 Renaissance High School senior class. Congratulations.
My name is Ryan Hansen. 4 years ago, I left middle school as a shy introvert. I got accepted into Renaissance High as a shy introvert. And now, 4 years later, I'm graduating as a shy introvert. But one who made a mark on his community around him, one who made many friends with both students and staff, and one who forever consider himself a part of the Renaissance family, and I'll miss it.
Thanks, Renaissance.
I just want to thank all the faculty for making me who I am today.
I'm really gonna miss the community that Renaissance has. It's completely unique from anywhere else. The faculty, the staff is just absolutely a family to the students.
Renaissance helped change me as a person. It's helped me find a direction in my life, and I know that it'll have a lasting impact on me, and I hope that you guys have at least half the experiences I did there.
Thank you to the Renaissance teachers, especially Miss Green, for allowing me to come out of my shell and find a home here at Renaissance.
I guess I'll just attribute this to my main mentors at Renaissance, which are Miss Green, or Dr. Green, Miss Leatherman, and Mr. Flynn, even though he's not here right now. I just really appreciated how much time, energy, and your love that you put into working here for me and all the other students.
Hi, Renaissance. This school has been a part of my life for the past 4 years, and it's been kind of a wild ride, but it's also been a really good ride. The school has allowed me to achieve so much and to grow so much, and for that I thank the school, my class. Love you.
We did it!
I just want to give a thank you to all of the Renaissance staff for believing in me and supporting me no matter what. I love you guys.
I mean, are we surprised I did it? That's pretty groovy.
You know, I've seen a lot of faces come and go, teachers and students alike. Every single one of them, they've all kind of had a very unique impact on me as a person. So through trial and tribulation, through everything, I guess, I wouldn't have it any other way. Enjoyed my time here.
I'm an adult.
Hello, I would like to thank Dr. Bass and the faculty and teachers for supporting me in the time of need and supporting me from my art and everything. And then I would like to thank Megan Dennis and Mr. Clater for their support of my education.
Thank you all for allowing me to come here for 4 years. I will miss you all, and I love you. But remember that you'll be in my heart, and I'll be in yours. Goodbye.
I just want to thank Miss Patton and Miss Leatherman and Miss Cotton for being really close to me and being amazing teachers to me and really guiding me through high school and helping me with all of my classes and giving me life guidance.
I would like to thank everyone at Renaissance, mostly the teachers, the staff. I want to thank the drama director, Miss Kim Messer. I'd like to thank Miss Patton also, and all the people here. I love them a lot. They really helped me through stuff.
Thank you, Renaissance, for letting me be myself throughout all 4 years I've been here. I really appreciate everything all the teachers and staff have done for me.
Thank you, Renaissance, for 3 wonderful years of education. I won't let you down.
I would just like to thank all the teachers at Renaissance for helping me get through high school. It's just been remediation, really. I'm really grateful for that. And I'd just like to say that 19 is less than 20. And so we shouldn't let this virus be the defining factor that represents our class, because it's us that makes us our class.
I'd like to thank Miss Wolak and Miss Wolak only for everything she's done for the school and for me. And that's it.
I did it! Shout out to Miss Green, Dr. Green, for being the best teacher in the whole world. You made me the woman I am today. Oh. This school made me who I am, for better or for worse.
Hi, I would just like to thank Renaissance for helping me grow my confidence and helping me learn who I really am and what I want to do in life.
Thank you, Renaissance, for helping me through this hard time and everything you've done for me. You've really helped me out with my academics, and it's helped me, get through everything. And just thank you.
I would like to thank Renaissance High School, God, and all my parents and teachers that have looked upon me and helped me grow as a student.
Thank you, Renaissance, for allowing me to come here at the end of my junior year and just giving me a place to feel safe and be surrounded by kind people. We did it!
Thought I wouldn't be here. All of y'all thought I wouldn't be here, but here we are.
I just want to thank Renaissance and my family and friends for supporting me and helping me get to where I am right now.
My sophomore year, I came to this school questioning whether I fit in or not, because at previous schools, I've never felt like I held an important place there. I quickly learned that I don't fit in at Renaissance because no one does, and that's the whole point. Each person stands out and contributes in different ways, and my time here, I found out how to work with others. I found out how to express myself with nothing but acceptance in return from my peers and teachers. And I have found the greatest teachers who are not just educators, but friends. It's time to move on from this era in life, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified. But with the support system around me, I know that I'm not just ready to fit into the world, but I'm ready to stand out. We missed out on the last 9 weeks or so of school, and we may never get that closure of the last day of school, but I am lucky that I had the time I did at this school, and I'm grateful for my classmates and my teachers who have led me to this day.
I just want to thank my friends and family for always supporting me, and I want to thank Renaissance for all the opportunities that they gave me, and I definitely wouldn't be the same person without them.
Okay, what's up? I just want to say, to everyone still in high school, you should just enjoy it, while you still can, because it goes by a lot faster than you think. That's it.
Hey, I just want to say that I'm so grateful to the staff. They made me the person I am today, and I love them so much, and I'm happy to be graduating.
Hi, Renaissance, class of 2020, we've all been through a lot together. We finally made it, we're here, and there's no going back. Class of 2020 rocks.
Cheers.
Why did we come to Renaissance? Mainly because I needed a better environment to be in. I wanted a system where I could be close with my teachers as well as people and feel more like myself and safe.
I was just trying to get away from all the people that had made my life miserable in middle school. I just wanted to get away from them. And I always have worked better in smaller environments and always had close relationships with my teachers anyway, so I wanted an environment that was like centered and like based off of that.
I came to Renaissance because I wanted more relationship-focused job. I want to really get to know my students and have my coworkers be my friends. It's important to me.
I came to Renaissance because my brother went here. When I was interviewing, I was like, I want to come here. But I was like, if I don't get into Renaissance, I'm not going anywhere else.
I came to Renaissance because I thought it was a very cool experience to follow my passion in audio, and I really liked the very small, connected kind of environment.
I needed more of like a one-on-one school. I know that's really helped me a lot, and like the school I was zoned for is Indy, and there's 1,500 kids in the whole school. I think there's 1,800 now. I knew already in middle school, I was like, this school is overwhelming. I just needed the smaller learning experience. Hi, I'm Fiona Wascom. I'm a senior at Renaissance High School. So James, he was knitting, and it was like these chains, and it was getting longer and longer and longer, and it got to like a certain amount of feet. And he stuck an R card on it. Then he just threw it out the window, and it just happened to land right in front of Bass's window. And I was like, James, what are you doing? He goes, I'm fishing for bass. He's just holding it out there. It was so funny.
The one thing I would die without at Renaissance is definitely the teachers that are here. I feel like if it was like any other group of teachers, like without like Ms. Koblenz and Ms. Cotton and Leatherman, and of course like all the other amazing teachers,
I would say I really do agree with that. I would just also like to add on the fact that they're very accepting of growth, because I've come so far since freshman year, and so has a lot of people.
I love the teachers a lot. The teachers are really nice. They're just very connected with the students, and they have a really close relationship with everyone, so it's very nice to be able to like have almost a friendship and not have to feel like the weird disconnect between a teacher and a student, so it's kind of just the community aspect again.
I could not live without it. Well, I mean internet, but beyond that, I mean I could not live without all my students. They're really the reason I do the job.
I love all of the seniors so much, like everyone. There's nobody that like I wish I didn't go to school with or anything. There's no other school that could give you that kind of experience except Renaissance.
I really love how it's small and I know everyone, because I feel like if I didn't know everyone, I would probably not be as outgoing and insane as I am today, and I probably wouldn't be as comfortable with myself and my personality.
I always tell people that every day at Renaissance is like one of those special days at another school, like a homecoming day at Indy, where everything's like strange, and like you can just kind of go on like secret missions for teachers to get ready for like homecoming stuff. That's like every day at Renaissance. There's just always something like wacky going on.
When I went into the bathroom yesterday, there was like a large letter. There was the letter I, just kind of in the bathroom, and it had boxing gloves and a face taped onto it.
So Jamie started this thing in freshman year where he steals Miss Patton's letters and hides them, and it's wonderful. So we all decided to get in on it. Recently, me and Sam went around taking pictures of the eye. We put it inside the vending machine, inside of the heating rack, inside of the microwaves, all over the place. And then we brought it to the punching bag, and we're like, wait a minute, this needs to be more. So we ran over to Wolax, we're like, hey, we need duct tape. And the minute that Wolax saw the eye, she's like, no, don't bring that in here. I know where that's been, keep that out of my room. Then we got this tape that didn't stick firstly, so we had to get like 7 pieces of tape and just like tape every single individual section of it down. And we taped boxing gloves on it. And we go over to Greens and we get a marker and some paper and we draw these funny eyebrows and a little mustache on it. We decide to tape the face on it. And then we have our little fighter, and he's about, I'd say, 3.5 feet tall, got boxing gloves, very menacing, you know, good little dude. And we bring him down, have a little photo shoot, and we bring it up to Miss Patton, and she was very happy with her prize. That's just the beginning. They'll escalate.
Where did it go?
Someone stole it.
Literally 10 minutes ago, it was there, and I wanted to have you hold it.
I have a lot of favorite teachers. I like Miss Hildebrand, even though she's new. I like her a lot because we play tic-tac-toe, but it's also tic-tac-toe in tic-tac-toe, so it's tic-two-tac-two-toe too. And also Miss Patton. because she's really funny outside of school. And also Miss Koblenz, because I love Miss Koblenz. She's really funny and quirky.
Probably Coach Cabell. I like the things he says.
Oh, man. Either way, someone's gonna get mad at me. I have to say Miss Green. I'm sorry, Miss Patton, I'm sorry. I feel like Miss Green has kept me in check the most, and I feel like she knows me the best. She says all the time to me is that like I've grown so much. But freshman year, it was like, I was annoying. I feel like a lot of the reason that I grew was because Miss Green was so, not hard on me, but she kind of would tell me when I was being too much.
I sort of recently have been thinking back to the past few years of being in school with you guys and how much you guys have changed. Each and every single senior has a talent and has a passion and a drive, and I'm just excited to see where we go in the future, because if we can grow this much in a couple of years, imagine what we can do when we're out in the world. Genuinely, like, I think every single senior has the capacity to change the world for the better, and I've seen you do amazing things, and I can't wait to see what we all continue to do as we move forward in the world.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Mark, and today we're going over the top 10 things you can do during quarantine. Number 15 will shock you. This video is sponsored by Reid.
Hey guys, it's Ryan. You may know me as the guy you barely knew because he sat quietly in his seat all the time during class. If you do know me in any way, you probably know me as the metalhead, the Zelda nerd, or as my senior superlative would suggest, the teacher's pet. Regardless of whether or not you really got to know me, I feel very blessed to be part of the senior class and the RNHS family for the past 4 years. I'll miss you guys, and I hope that wherever life takes you, you'll look back on things fondly. I wish you all a bright future. Also, look at my cat. Look at my cat.
It's not a clean break, shatters at your feet. It's not a clean break, clean breaks are easy to leave. Take a deep breath, we'll figure this out. It's not oh, parting is such a sweet sorrow. I wish I could say I'll see you